Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Satan. As the saints declare, the tribunal... Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and We're really going? Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra. Careful. The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance. This used to be such a peaceful place. I came here as a young acolyte to meditate. We're nearly there. Then we can summon our ancestor. The summoning chamber. I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivek's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, Descendant?
My Lord Vivek has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivek's questions. Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander. Ah, Lord Vivek always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. An enemy of old, yes, but not so Thassil.
I hope that's what Lord Vivek needed. Let's talk outside. Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, just between us. Excellent. I'll be along shortly. When you get to... Of course. Unfortunately, no. Praise Vivek! This is the person who helped me at the tomb, my lord.
Lord Vivek, we don't need the help of this outlander. Oh hush, Archcanon Tarvis. Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me.
As you say. I'll be in my office if you need me.
Step forward, friend of Lavul, and let us speak. Canon Level says you helped him in his mission. As I have written, the one who helps my ally becomes my friend. Despite the Archcanon's concerns, I greet you with sincerity and pose a simple question. Will you assist us further, Outlander? I have ordinators and armigers at my disposal. Vast armies of followers and dedicated priests. What I don't have, however, is a fresh perspective. Will you set aside your personal goals for a time and become the eyes and ears of a god? Good. I need assistance to investigate a strange phenomenon that the Ancestor confirmed may indeed be a problem. We'll start with a simple divination ritual. Archcanon Tarvis can tell you what we need to delve into this mystery. The Daedric Prince. I suppose the same events that concern me might interest Azura, though she could just as easily be the source of these troubles. Red Mountain, strange Daedra, and then there's... well, we'll talk more about that when you return. The situation that troubles me has taken a toll on my Archcanon, but he's a faithful servant. Tarvis will do as I say, and I say we need your assistance. Find the Archcanon in his office, and he'll tell you how to proceed. Levul's ancestor assured me that a source of power remains safe. As for the rest, let the guess ripen in the mind, and only speak when...
Ah, Outlander. Lord Vivek trusts too much to put his faith in one such as you, but who am I to question my god? I suppose he sent you to me so I could put you to work? Did he say which task he wants us to accomplish first? Ah, yes. We do need to perform a ritual to reveal the nature of the phenomenon that vexed. Despite my objections, Vivek believes you were sent to help. You receive a simple errand in the service of Lord Vivek, and countless... Lord Vivek sees signs and portents everywhere. It's the poet at his core. I tend to be much more pragmatic. Sometimes... Offend me? You give yourself too much credit. No, I feel the same about all Outlanders. This is tribunal business, best handled by tribunal resources. Ah, the ignorance of Outlanders. How refreshing. The Blessing Stones serve as repositories, if you haven't guessed yet. The phenomenon, even if I told you, you wouldn't comprehend it.
Our blessing stone? Lord Vivek? Why did I appreciate the help?
So much to do.
Thank you. I'll go tell the Overseer what you did for me.
I thought I was gonna die under there. Oh, thanks for saving me.
Look like you know your way.
Prices have never been better.
Praise Vivek!
The Outlander returns. I understand there was trouble at the construction site, but you were able to save a few of the workers. Lord Vivek always draws the straightest arrow from the quiver. Praise the... Hear the words of the warrior poet, and reveal the source of Lord Vivek's distress. A clockwork mage. A Daedric cultist. Something interfered with the ritual, my lord. We may have learned something. Excuse me while I compare the results to our previous research.
Between the cryptic warnings of the ancestor spirit and the unexpected result of the divination ritual, I fear there may be more astir than I imagined. We learn from every action we take. Failure or success, each result teaches us something, at least in the larger sense. To be more specific, images that suggest avenues to investigate, riddles to solve. Let me tell you a secret, Outlander. It concerns a living god, an energy that fades like daylight. Listen well, and speak not a word. My divine enemy. Something creeps through the shadow. Listen well, and speak not a word. The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason that I can discern. I felt the power imbued within my blessing stone get wrenched away as soon as you... To quote my own words as the warrior poet, no lock exists that the determined thief cannot open. Follow the trail of my missing energy, and try to discover... Something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvis in his office, and ask if he gleaned anything useful from the ritual. If not, my divine energy diminishes with every passing... Yes. While Archcanon Tarvis has always been cautious, they always chide me about my flagrant displays of divinity. But so far, I am the only one of the living gods whose power is fading. My brother travels. We have not heard from him. At first, I barely noticed the loss of energy. But as I continue to grow weaker, the more it feels... Let us not dwell on disasters to come when we have problems.
I performed that ritual countless times, and it never exploded in my face before. If I discover that you sabotaged the divination... No. I shouldn't take my failure out on you. How do you know about... Lord Vivek told you? Of course he did. It's his prerogative, I suppose. You must swear to keep this secret, though. There would be panic in this. It's true. I'm much better at scholarly pursuits than field work. And the ritual wasn't a total failure. It confirmed 3 locations from my earlier studies. Bolmora, Aldrin, and Berelzar's tower. I need you to investigate each of these sites. I researched what I could using the resources available here in Vivec City. To learn more, I need an agent to personally assess each location. Lord Vivec thinks you're the best one for that job. I hope he's right. I believe the mage seen in the ritual is Berelzar, who works out of an ancient Velothi tower. His experiments radiate energy similar to Vivec's affliction, but they're not a perfect match. Find out what he knows about the transfer of divine energy. House Redoran controls the town and nearby mines. House Halalu also has interests in the region. I have no idea. That's why we're sending. I traced tendrils of Vivec's energy to these locations, and the...
Another adventurer looking for work? Did you? Well, that's why it was posted. It's simple. Citizens tell us what they need, and we arrange for the job to be completed. You will be able to meet with the client before starting the task. They'll also have your reward. Belleru Omeril and her brother Traylan will handle your assignments. Check in with them frequently to see if they have a job for you. They'll inform you what you need to accomplish, and Belleru's requests may appear straightforward, but many adventurers find them difficult to accomplish. The assortment of enemies she'll ask you to face are all... Traylan handles requests which the temple has special interests in. His tasks require more subtlety, but they are by no means easy. Make sure to listen. I would hope. You came to us, after all.
Current events have left the temple in need of additional resources. The requests I handle are citizens. Tax collectors are occasionally robbed, making their... Alvace Droth, the functionary investigating these thefts.
well-traveled, friend, are you? Opportunity. Or that's what I thought, until I angered de Veyfair by failing to deliver the special. You aren't at fault for the late delivery, so Fair shouldn't do anything to you. Won't do anything to you, I mean. I guarantee it. Besides, I'll let you keep the payment he owes me as well. You're saving my life here, friend. I don't dare refuse the order, but for someone who's helping me out this much, you can ask as many as you like. The Telvanni aren't like you and I, friend. They're powerful, quick to anger, and have no... Sadrath Mora is up on the eastern coast, so you could walk, but I wouldn't recommend it. No clue. If a Telvanni mage wants them, I can only support.
We're just about ready to set sail. I don't know about you, but the moonlit is looking a little too close for comfort these days. We're headed to Sadrath Mora, if that's where you'd like to go. Just decide quick. I want to sail on the next tide.
What do you want?
What do you want? One more midshipman boarded. Will never work
in Vardenfell again. I'm terribly sorry, Master. It won't happen again. Ah, another useful idiot approaches. What trifling matter brings you to me? I trust you're not here to waste my time. So Edrino finally came through, did she? And she sent you in her place, no doubt because she believes I will turn her into a Vardvak. If you're lying, you do so remarkably well. If you're not, it is of no concern. And that concludes my deliveries for today. What an exciting life I lead.
Mind your step. I would not want you to step on this random patch of grass. I jest, of course. The Telvanni for... In truth, you would be helping many Saxhleel, myself included. During my latest escape attempt, I met an amber beauty with eyes like summer rain. Seek her out in Tel Naga. If I know my heart, she will be sunning herself in the light of some book. Always reading that one, always learning. If all go... Walk with Sithis, my friend, and mind the Telvanni. They spin lies like an elder at the yarn wheel. I ventured too far from the Hist and did not heed the bird signs. Dark elf slavers spine-hooked me near Laws are slippery things. The Ebonheart Pact outlawed Argonian slavery, but House Telvanni refused to join the pact. I thank you for your offer, but I tire of breaking free only to be recaptured a day late. Mages, mostly. Members of the so-called Great House Telvanni. One of the 4 great houses of the Dark Elves. Yes, and Khajiit also. You see, for a Telvanni, life is nothing but a cheap struggle. I ventured too far from the Hist.
Yes, can I help you, Suryo? Bless his eyes. Yes, I'm Sun in Shadow. Ioki told you I have a plan to earn our freedom, right? It will require finesse and discretion. Oh, yes. House Telvanni has its warts, but it's a true meritocracy. With enough guile and cunning, even a lowly slave can sit on the council. I've studied spellcraft since before I could lift him. Tharana's been haranguing the council, trying to get their help in claiming Zane Tiraras from House Redrin. She wants something. Be cautious in the council house, Sarah. House Telvanni is not just some beast you can slay. In this place, truthfully, it doesn't. Not yet. Telvanni plots take time to develop. If I demand Ioki's freedom to... do I sense a rebuke? It's not ideal, I know. Look, I treasure you.
Oh, dear Tywin, how I long to see you smile. Ah, love. How cruel the fate... Oh, what does an outlander know about the complexities of Dunmerry love? Of course not. Tywin is a slave. My mother's slave. I don't expect you to pay, obviously. It's just that Mother might reveal what it would take for her to release Tywin. Tell her you've heard Tywin excels at finding Red Star shells. Telvanni wizards prize them. I couldn't bear gazing upon Tywin since Mother rebuked me.
Master Erevan is away on business. Has been for some time, in fact. I know a prowler when I see one. What do you want? No one just wanders into a council mouth's office looking around. I should report you. Ah, the one about Zane Tiraris, is it? Well, I could call the guard and be about my day, but I am a Telvanni after all. We don't turn away an opportunity when it presents itself. It's a matter of literature, or lack thereof. I wrote a poem, you see, a cloying, drunken mess of a poem. She spends most of her time in the study, here, in the council hall. She's very diligent. The poem's terrible! Plus, if word got to my parents that I'd been courting a wood elf, I'd be written out of the will. Repeatedly, with red ink. Why do you think Ithrandora keeps it on her? She knows that if Master Erevan gets wind of this, he might dismiss. She's such a pretty, dainty thing. Not at all like those others.
Guess I need a tighter purse.
I hope this is good news. Well, did you get my poem? Quick, give it here! Phew, what a relief. All right. Good riddance to bad writing.
What is it?
Well,
There you are. I was afraid you'd been May I? Ah, a saint's relic. Saint Films. Looks like the shrine is locked, protected by some puzzle wall. Somewhere between certain and apprehensive. The Telvanni respect all clever schemes and run. Telvanni magisters wield magics that put Julianos to shame.
door is open! Open at last! Hee hee hee!
No, excellent. Another clumsy adventurer bumbles into my home. I really must put a hex on that lift. Have you come to rob me? That would go very... Sun in Shadow. Oh yes, I know the lizard. An enterprising young mage, if memory serves. Don't look so surprised. Her magical abilities are the worst kept secret in Sadrith Mora. What does she want? Do you now? Well, she's a clever one, isn't she? Even convinced you to do the work for her. Impressive. So, what does our scaled friend want in exchange for this relic? No. Oh, good. I was afraid she'd do something boring with her freedom, like run off into the marsh to worship trees or some such. Sun and Shadow shall have my endorsement. I'll give you... There, that should be sufficient. Now, take that...
Can't you see I'm busy?
Do you need something? I'm rather busy. Oh? Let me see that. Submit to council. Argonian slave freed. Services to House Telvanni. Well. I've always known Sun and Shadow to be ambitious. Feel free to wait in the council chamber. We will rule on this matter soon. I'll give this to the council.
Imagined this moment since I was a hatchling. I knew I'd be free, that they'll deliberate, needle each other a bit, then set me free. I only hope that they'll take me on as a hireling as well. I'll even get my own quarters. Can you imagine that? Not only my own... Yes, of course. I mean, eventually. We can talk about that later. Truly, I couldn't have done this without...
Well. What brings a slave to our audience chamber?
I bring tidings from my august patron, Magister Thorana. She would have your masters know that this slave, Sun in Shadow, has earned her favor.
What? Magister Thorana would lend her good name to this... thing? Preposterous.
Relasa, don't be as tiresome as your master.
Can we move this along, please?
Very well. Magister Thorana, by right of rank, demands that the slave girl, Sun in Shadow, be freed from her bonds and raised up to a hireling of the great House Telvanni. She belongs to Magister Otheri, does she not?
Indeed. My most beneficent patron, Magister Otheri, acquiesces to Magister Thorana's demands. He is confident that Thorana will remember this kindness in the future. Sun and Shadow, you are hereby freed and lifted up to the rank of hireling.
My most majestic patron Magister Gothrin warns you all. Lift up one of these beasts and 1,000 more will follow. This is folly.
If there's nothing else, I have urgent business in Tel Mora.
You've done well, girl. Do come by in a day or so. I may have some work for you.
Hist bless you, my friend. Sun in Shadow's tail quivers with joy and her heart leaps over the moons. I have never seen her so happy. Yes, I garden like a caterpillar, one leaf at a time. Even so, I accomplish more in one day than these dark elves do in a week. But indirectly, my Sun in Shadow leaves nothing to chance. She must climb to a higher branch on the Telvanni tree, one she calls Retainer. Once she claims this title, she will set me free.
Lazy vermin. If you want to eat this week, work.
Yes, mistress.
Well, get to it. Now!
Yes, mistress. Sorry, mistress.
Pardon the mess. My slaves require another lesson concerning their work ethic, and they're no good overseer as well. I suppose I'll have to wield the lash myself today. Have my friends been gossiping about her again? You'd think there were no better topics of conversation. Yes, Tywin is my slave. She's no unshed Nixhound, but she's still a capable harvester. Well, I need someone who can do that too, and I already have Tywin. Seems like you're out of luck. Baseless slander! Though I do tire of these ugly rumors surrounding my son. 3 red star shells. That's the smallest offer I'll entertain. A bargain. Telvanni wizards don't offer their influence and power for something as pedestrian as gold. 3 shells should barely cover the gap while I find another harvester. If that's too steep a price, I suppose...